Just looking at it makes me mad.
Hey everyone, this is Zalfgamer here, bringing you a Dokkan Battle video, and today we're actually going to take a look at the cards that are in the Fusion banner come March 30th. I believe that's the date that's expected on Global. So let's take a look at the cards. So, getting out of this game, we're going to go into DBZ space. Let's take a look at the first card, and this one is the Barlot, fusion of Bardock and Goku. So, the leader skills is going to be strength type attack and defense 50% when HP is 30% or above. Okay, and his super attack is the Spirit Cannon, which causes supreme damage to the enemy. So most of these cards, I believe, are going to have supreme damage. I say most because I believe one or two have an exceptions. We'll get to those in a minute. So, passive skill, Souls Entwined. 12% attack boost for every key sphere obtained. So he is a nuker in this banner. So, pretty good to read that. Saiyan Warrior Race, 700. The Saiyan Lineage, which gives you a key. Family Ties gives you a key. Saiyan Pride, 15% attack up. And the Fused Fighter also gives you a key. Now, here's where we're going to go with this video. So I want to hear from your guys' comments. If you like some of these cards, name your card, tell me why you like it, and are these the cards you want to pull for? So let me know in the comments below what cards you want to pull for, what your opinions on some of these cards are, and we'll go from there. I would like to read your comments while we're doing this. So my opinion of this card is it's probably going to be one of my top 4 cards I would want to pull if I pull off of this banner. It's a pretty decent nuker. I think about long term in the game. Honestly, I don't think this card will be used too much long term in the game. Short term, like right now when it comes out March 30th, heck yeah, I would use it. So, not too bad of a card. Alright, so that's the first of, I believe, 7 of them. I'm going to go into the next one. And this one is Bullpen, who is the fusions of Bola and Pan. So, her leader skill is agility type, HP and defense 60%. Gallic Gun, which is supreme damage, so that's good. Weight of Expectations, key +3 for all allies when HP is 50% or above. Now that's a really good passive to get the +3 up in the team. So keep your HP above 50. That's a must. Very good. Link skills are the Innocence, More Than Meets the Eye, Saiyan Lineage, Battlefield Diva, GT Link, and Fused Fighter. She has 4 abilities that gives key, and 3 of them +2. That's fantastic. That is really good, especially the GT Link and the Fused Fighter. Really good link. So you could use this card for Omega Shenron. Yeah, against Omega Shenron, that's a must. This card would be good. Now, again, the question is, could this card be used, or would this card be used in future fights? Since we know on JP, it's about 5-6 months ahead of us. A lot of the Neo Gods you have to face. Would this card be good for the fights that you're going against? Yeah, you could probably use this against SS4 Goku whenever that comes out on Global. But overall, I would say, yeah, it's a pretty good card. I'd rate it an 8 out of 10 at least. So I would definitely use it. And definitely could be used in the long run until you get better cards as. Now, she looks like she gets a Dokkan, and she just gets the shattering the limit. So basically like the ReBirth ability. So nothing changes other than her stats go up even higher, as you can see. So it's HP and defense 70%, so not bad. I would never use her for the lead unless you absolutely have to, because you don't have any good leader skill cards, you know, going into these banners. Next card we're going to take a look in the banner is Kleiza, I believe it's pronounced. Kleiza is a fusion of course, the brothers Cooler and Frieza. So strength type, HP and defense 60%. Supernova causes supreme damage to the enemy. Utter Annihilation is its passive skill, which is attack 70% when performing a super attack. Now, it has to perform a super attack. That's the big downside to it. So if you can't get the key up for the plus 12 key on the meter, you're not going to get the 70% up. So that's a downfall on this card already. Link skills, Metamorphosis, Universe's most malevolent, strongest clan in space, Thirst for Conquest, Fused Fighter, and Fear and Faith. Now, it's just like the last card. That one had 4. This one has 3 key links, all 3 of them plus 2. The Fused Fighter, of course, you would be eyeballing. Now, Fear and Faith is actually pretty decent for villains. Most of the villains, if not all of the villains, have Fear and Faith. Strongest clan in space, I don't know if it would ever get that much usage because a lot of the good cards, even to this day, don't have that. for villains, that is. Now, Metamorphosis is most likely for a Boo team. Could be used for a Boo team. Now, there's a strength team. It's a strength typed card, strength unit. That is Universe's Most Malevolent and Thirst for Conquest. Thirst for Conquest would probably get the links as well, depending on who you link up. Now, would I use this card? I would actually say no. I don't like that super attack downside to that ability. I really don't. So it's kind of like, I believe, Ultimate Gohan Physical, because you have to also get the super attack off as well. But at least he's a better linker than this card. Me, I would probably rate this card maybe like a 6, 6.5. Not an impressive card. Not in my top 4 I would want to pull. So... And Bullpen is definitely in my top 4 as well. Now, the card I would really want to pull for that's coming up is this Caroli we're going to show off. So Caroli, who also gets a Dokkan Awakening, which we'll show in a minute. Tech type, attacks and defense 60%, gigantic spirit bomb, supreme damage, and rare chance to stun enemies. So he is a stunner. That's a fantastic, good super attack. Passive skill, infinite bloodlust, 70% when HP is 30% above. Okay, so there's the only downside to that card is you just have to be above 30% health, which I would say 8 out of 10 times you probably would. Now, hence 30%, you would say 7 to 10. No, I would say 8 or 9 times out of 10 you would probably be above 30%. So he's pretty much going to get that 70% no matter what. So no super attack force to get the 70% like the last card. So good on that. Saiyan Warrior Race, Super Saiyan, Saiyan Lineage, Berserker, and Fused Fighter. Now, here's my opinion on these links. Now, on JP last week, the Angel Goku came out, the Super Saiyan 3 banner, that is, and Mass Saiyan was in it. Mass Saiyan is actually a really decent card for the tech types, especially villains. And this Caroli, I don't believe he is a villain. He's actually considered hero, but he has the Berserker link. So does Mass Saiyan. But here's the downside to Berserker: attack plus 20%, which is really good. HP has to be below 50. Not a whole lot of times you're going to get that off. So if you're going to get that ability off, you're expecting that next up in the rotation. So if you have 3 fighters up current and you're taking damage, you better hope Caroli's going to be the next one in line and you're below 50% without dying. That's the only way you're going to get that link off. Really good, though. A lot of damage, but you're going to have to heal up. Fused Fighter, of course. Saiyan Lineage. Those are pretty good links. Not the best links, Saiyan Lineage, but good links. Super Saiyan and Saiyan Warrior Race, pretty standard. But this is a really good card. I would say, yes, get this card. This is the #1 card I actually want, just for collecting purposes. And here's his Dokkan. This is what the Dokkan looks like. Also, again, gets Shattering the Limit, so gets an additional key link skill with ReBirth cards and any of the other fusion cards that are also getting a Dokkan Awakening, such as Bullpen. So I'd still rate about a 7 or about a 7.5. Not a bad card. Now we're getting into the next card, which is Jaden Boo. Tech types HP and defense 60% for the lead. Super attack, lightning shower, rain, causes supreme damage to enemy and lowers defense. That's pretty good. I like that card already with the lowering of defense on the target. Passive skill, piercing pressure. Attacked enemies' attack is reduced by 30%. That is actually a phenomenal ability if you think about it. So not only is it lowering defense, it's lowering attack as well, as long as you get the hit on the target. So if you're not being stunned or anything like that, you're going to be fine. And rare case scenarios, this card's not going to get stunned against certain bosses, that is. Brutal Beatdown, Berserker, Shocking Speed, Majin, Infinite Regen, and Fused Fighter. And this is interesting because this card has Berserker as well. Let's keep that in mind. Now it has Shocking Speed, can link well with the Buhan team, or a Boo team, period. A Boo team, period. I didn't want to say Buhan because he's a lead for ints, but this would be really good for a Boo team, especially with the Infinite Regeneration. Some of those Boos will have that as well. However, I'm not impressed with most of the links, you know what I'm saying? But he has 2315 HP, and starting base is 1924. Defense is low, 1062. Does not Dokkan. So it is what it is. I could care less about that card. Not on my list. Now this is a card I want on my list. This is a World Tournament card. This is Chaoman, a fusion of Cyberman and was it Shatsu? So that's what that looks like. We call it Chaoman. Or Chaoman, however you pronounce it. Physical type, HP and defense 60%. Ultimate Explosion, which is the AoE you want to pull off. Causes extreme damage to all enemies while sacrificing 20%. Okay, so this is one of the cards that doesn't have Supreme because of the AoE that I was talking about earlier. I was talking about some of these cards. I think only one or two may have extreme types. This is, or extreme damage, that is. This is one of the cards. And it's World Tournament worthy because of the AoE. Now, its downside to the AoE is 20%. HP is sacrificed when using the super. Not too much of a big deal, especially if you're putting him on maybe the tail end of the fighting fighting mode. But unless he's not going to get hit by a target, he'll be okay. But you are going to lose 20% of your health every time you use it, though. So, Power Courage, key +8 and attack 3,000 when HP is 50% or below, and it can only be used one time. So, again, World Tournament right there. It's worthy for World Tournament. Link skills: Courage, Telekinesis, Master Pupil, Infighter, Fuse Fighter. Fuse Fighter is really the only link that's notable on here. And unfortunately, this is probably one of the worst cards to have the links for. Like, he's not going to link up too much in the World Tournament with those skills. Because you're going to see a lot of cards like, believe it or not, SVs and Nuker leads for their AoEs. You know, God leads, or God cards, God leads, it doesn't matter. A lot of good stuff. You're not going to see cards with these links too often. So, Chaoman for fighting in regular stuff is a no bueno. Would definitely not pick it. But World Tournament, high expectation. Not the best for World Tournament, but if you're lacking AoE, that's definitely a card you want to pull. So, and then the last card, I believe, in the banner. Yes, there she is. This is Panda, which is a fusion of Videl and Pan, I believe. And here's the lead skill. So, Int type, HP and defense 60%. Her super attack is Maiden Blast, causes supreme damage to the enemy. Passive skill, Call to Arms, 25% to all allies. That's pretty decent. So she's like a support. Link skills, Saiyan Lineage, Infighter, Battlefield Diva, GT Link, Fuse Fighter. Now, notable stuff about the links: GT and Fuse Fighter. Again, of course, all these cards we're showing off today. Fuse Fighter. Now, this one has Battlefield Divas. Okay, another link skiller. Not too interested in that one. She doesn't get a whole lot of love. Saiyan Lineage is good too. Very good. You're gonna see some of your good cards have that as well. Infighter. You're not gonna link too much with Infighter, but all in all, in the long run, she may come in handy. GT links, obviously. So, I would rate her pretty good. I would put her up in the top 4 if I had to. So, and those are all 7 of the cards right there. So that's fantastic. We're going to go ahead and get back into our gameplay here in just a minute. So we're going to boot up the game right now. There we go. So we're back up. And we're actually going to go back to the main menu and show you guys the news that we got. So let's get into the news right now. Alright, so now we're into the news, and there it is, the Fuse World Dragon Ball Fusions. Chance to get SSR Tekka and SSR Panique. So, I believe hopefully I pronounced that name right. But anyway, yeah, it's telling you that a new collab event's coming soon, which is our Fusion event. So, you'll get a chance to pretty much get these cards farmed in the event. So, cannot wait to farm it. So, it will be these, actually, if you guys give me a minute, I'll show you what those cards look like that you will be farming for the event. Alright, so we're going to start off with the Tekka, who is passive. Hold on, let me see there. Leader skill, physical types, HP 50%. Kamehameha causes huge damage to enemy and lowers defense. His passive skills are Adventure Calls, high chance of attack, 25% to all allies. Courage, more than meets the eye. Hero, and Kamehameha. So that's that one. And then here's the other one, which is Panique. I believe that's, or Paniche. Agility types, HP 50%, Gallic Gun, causes huge damage to the enemy, lowers defense. Hero Worship, 50%, attack 50% when performing a super attack. The Innocence, more than meets the eye, Saiyan Warrior Race, and the Saiyan Lineage. And that is it for those freebie cards that you can farm. So, now, final thoughts on what I think about this Fusion banner. So, overall, is it worth summoning? Now, I don't know if they're going to do GSSRs for this banner. They possibly will. But keep in mind one thing. I've been getting a lot of comments about certain banners like this. First of all, we didn't think it was going to come out due to, like, not copyright, but agreements to other countries in order to have the rights from Japan to come over to global. But the thing is this banner worth it, or is it a trap? And when I say that, that means spending Dragonstones, hard-earned Dragonstones, for some of you players out there that are reading this information from me, for better banners down the road, such as after the ticket banner. Once we have the ticket banner going on, sorry if I had the screen go off there, but the ticket banner, after the ticket banner comes out, they're going to do Dragonstones for it again. At least that's what JP did for it. But you have the SSBV banner, which is also going to have the Rose banner. Also, Rayleigh we thought wasn't going to come on global as well, due to the same reasonings why we thought we weren't going to get fusions as well, and now it's going to be out soon too. Really good cards as well. I would say a lot of that is better than the fusion cards that are here on this banner. So my final thoughts is, would I want to pull on this banner? For me, I would, just to collect the cards. Now, for you guys that don't care to collect the cards, would this be cards you would use down the road for big bosses? My personal opinion on that, I'd probably say pass this up. You'd be better off to save your stones. Save them for the better God Lead stuff, the Neo God Lead stuff, Demigod stuff. It's just, that's why I get a lot of comments saying this is a trap banner. It's not the best banner in the world. I kind of agree to disagree. It is a controversial topic, as I should say, because I got this earlier today on my stream. But it's good to share it here. So I'd like to hear from your thoughts. Guys, if you like this video, hit a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and please leave a comment. Don't leave me comments about this was a good video, but instead, I want to hear from you guys. Tell me what you guys think about these new cards. Would you want to pull for these cards? What's your favorite card out of this banner and why? And are you wanting to save stones for other banners, and which banners that? So leave some comments like that here. I definitely want to read back some of your comments back in my channel, and we'll go from there. I will happily love to answer back some of those questions or comments that you guys posted here on this video. So thank you guys once again for letting me have the opportunity to do this video and my thoughts and my opinions on this banner. Me personally, I am going to pull it. I probably will do one multi. If I feel like I may do two. It just depends if there's a GSSR option or not. But other than that, this is Zalfgamer saying thank you guys for letting me be here for you guys all this time. We're going to continue making Dokkan Battle videos each and every day, hopefully. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out, guys.